In the vast annals of cinema history, there are films that entertain, films that educate, and films that push the boundaries of what we thought possible. But every once in a while, a film comes along that defies explanation, that challenges our very understanding of what cinema can be. The Dancing Pig, a short silent film from 1907, is one such film. It's a bizarre, unsettling tale of a pig in gentleman's clothing. A film that has left audiences scratching their heads for over a century. Who is this mysterious pig? And what secrets does he hold? What possessed the filmmakers to create such a strange, surreal piece of cinema? And why, after all these years, does The Dancing Pig continue to haunt our dreams and capture our imaginations? Our story begins in France, the birthplace of cinema and, apparently, dancing pigs. Le Cochon Danseur, as it was originally titled, is a 4-minute film that captures a vaudeville act popular at the time. Vaudeville, for those not familiar, was a form of variety entertainment that was wildly popular in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. It featured a mix of singing, dancing, comedy, and novelty acts, and it was a breeding ground for some of the most bizarre and unusual performances of the time. Enter the Dancing Pig. This was no ordinary vaudeville act, oh no. This one starred a giant, anthropomorphic pig dressed to the nines like a fancy gentleman. With his top hat, tuxedo, and cane, this pig looked like he belonged in a high society soiree, not on a vaudeville stage. But there he was, in all his porcine glory, ready to entertain the masses. The film itself is a simple one. It opens with the pig, alone on stage, performing a little jig. His movements are awkward and unsettling, a strange mix of human and animal that leaves the viewer feeling slightly off-kilter. But things take an even stranger turn when a human woman enters the scene. Now I know what you're thinking. A pig and a human woman, that's not strange at all. But trust me, it gets weirder. The pig, with his unsettling human-like features and awkward movements, attempts to court the woman, dancing around her and trying to win her affections. But the woman, it seems, is not impressed. In fact, she seems downright horrified by the pig's advances. And then, in a bizarre twist that has left audiences scratching their heads for over a century, the woman rips the pig's clothes off. That's right, she tears off his tuxedo and top hat, leaving him exposed and vulnerable on stage. But does that stop our porcine protagonist? Of course not. He continues to dance with the woman, now in a state of undress, as if nothing strange had happened at all. As a silent film, The Dancing Pig relies heavily on physical comedy and the absurdity of the situation to entertain its audience. There's no dialogue, no clear story, just a pig and a woman dancing together in a strange, unsettling display of early cinema. And let's not forget the pièce de résistance, the close-up of the pig's face at the end of the film, complete with exaggerated movements that will haunt your nightmares for days to come. But why? Why create such a bizarre film? What was the point of this strange, surreal piece of cinema? To answer that question, we have to look at the context in which The Dancing Pig was created. In the early days of cinema, filmmakers were still experimenting with this new medium, pushing the boundaries of what was possible and testing the limits of what audiences would accept. It was a time of great innovation and creativity, with filmmakers trying out new techniques and exploring new genres. The Dancing Pig is a prime example of this experimentation, taking a popular vaudeville act and adding a twist that would shock and entertain audiences. But there's more to it than just experimentation. The Dancing Pig was also a product of its time, a reflection of the social and cultural norms of the early 20th century. Vaudeville, after all, was known for its bawdy humor and risque performances, and The Dancing Pig certainly fits that mold. The idea of a pig courting a human woman would have been seen as shocking and taboo, a violation of social norms that would have titillated and entertained audiences. The Dancing Pig takes anthropomorphism to a new level, creating a bizarre hybrid of animal and human that challenges our understanding of both. The film reflects the anxieties and uncertainties of the early 20th century, a time of rapid change and new ideas. Its unsettling tone captures a sense of unease, suggesting that the world is not quite what it seems. The Dancing Pig has gained a cult following over the years, with its absurd premise and the pig's uncanny appearance captivating audiences. This strange little film has carved out a unique place in cinema history, continuing to intrigue and unsettle viewers to this day. But the story of the dancing pig doesn't end with the film itself. Over the years, the film has inspired countless parodies, homages, and even a few conspiracy theories. Some have suggested that the pig is actually a man in a suit, while others believe that the film is a commentary on the societal norms of the time. But the truth is, we may never know the real story behind the dancing pig. What we do know is that this strange little film has left an indelible mark on popular culture. It's a reminder of the power of cinema to shock, entertain, and inspire, even if the end result is a bizarre, unsettling display of a pig dancing with a woman. And isn't that what cinema is all about? Pushing boundaries, challenging norms, and leaving audiences with something to talk about long after the credits have rolled. So what can we learn from the dancing pig? Perhaps it's that sometimes the strangest and most bizarre ideas can be the most powerful. That even a film about a dancing pig can leave a lasting impact on audiences and challenge our understanding of what cinema can be. Or maybe it's simply that the world is a strange and unpredictable place, and that we should embrace the weird and the wonderful whenever we find it. The Dancing Pig shows us that movies can take us to strange new places and make us think differently. It proves that even the weirdest ideas can be popular, and that the things that bother us the most often stick with us. In the end, The Dancing Pig is a strange and special movie that has stood the test of time. It's a reflection of the early 1900s, but it's also a work of art that still captivates people today. The real lesson of The Dancing Pig might be to embrace the weird and wonderful things in life. Let them challenge and inspire you. Movies, even ones about dancing pigs, can transport us to new worlds and show us the impossible. So next time you find yourself watching a strange video online, remember the dancing pig. Remember the brave filmmakers who made something truly one of a kind. And if a dancing pig in a top hat ever haunts your dreams, just know you're not alone. Stay tuned for more videos.